Hi Capricorn, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your weekly tarot reading for the week of March 28th to April 3rd, 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. And I do want to remind you, as always, this is general for the week, so just take what resonates. And as well, don't forget to, and thank you in advance rather, for your likes, comments, and subscriptions to this channel if you haven't done so already. And as well, to book a personal reading with myself, just reach out via email. Everything you need is down below in the description box. And don't forget to stick with me to the very end of the reading. This video to get an answer to your own yes or no question. So just think of it along the way. The overall message I channeled for you to speak upon your week: as the peace takes over. As the peace takes over. I'm definitely feeling that vibe already. You're not the only one. It's a very peaceful week for the most part. Although I'm not done with all the readings yet. Anyways, the song that Spirit chose to speak upon your week on Shuffle, Every Morning by Sugar Ray. Every Morning. I love this song. I'll leave it down below for you to utilize in one way, shape, or form. And let's begin. We're going to start by pulling a couple messages, whatever we get from the Sacred Traveler Oracle deck, and then we'll further speak upon your week with the Tattoo Tarot deck. Alrighty. Some shuffling. I just heard you're in the zone, but people like your vibe. People like your vibe. And they're now saying, what are you expecting? Focus on that, because it feels like you're expecting the best throughout the week. For Capricorn. For Capricorn. That was a bit of a struggle. Wow. Okay. We have 4 on the board. A push to look at your situation, your life, potentially something that isn't ideal for you from a larger perspective. Things are very much improving for you, is what I'm getting. Discovering truth. You stand in the light of truth. Being very honest throughout the week. I'm not surprised. I'm sitting back in my chair, which doesn't happen all the time for readings, and I really didn't feel inclined to lean forward, but I will anyways, okay? Doing what you have to do when you have to do it throughout the week and being very mature in that sense. Very responsible is what I'm hearing. Discovering the truth. Do beware, even if you're feeling very peaceful, beware of when your leg is moving up and down or something of the sort. It's a hint of anxiety, okay? But it's a week that feels overly peaceful in so many ways. But once again, discovering your inner truth, what you truly desire, being informed by Spirit as to what lies ahead for one reason or another, and figuring out what direction to head in. It feels like you're solidifying what you truly desire, but it entails a lot of choosing, but you don't feel very stressed in the process. That may surprise a lot of you Capricorns. Feeling there's a focus on your journey, and somebody will help you enjoy yourself more throughout the week. I'm getting a similar vibe to an extent from some of the other readings, but for whatever reason I was just pointed out Sagittarius's reading, talking about this sort of giddy one smile after another vibe from time to time throughout the week. Well, there's a focus on overcoming obstacles. As I struggle a little bit, you can overcome anything, and you're going to be reminded of that out of preparation for something you're getting ready to give birth to, move towards, or just embark upon. Being pushed to just put your sword away, as you can see it here. I want to say that's a peach for some reason. They're saying the fruit of your labor. It's obviously a rock, but I just feel like you're being pushed to put that sword away and just accept a level of conquering over certain obstacles, certain fears, difficulties within your situation, and don't feel the need to prepare for a battle. Don't feel the need to be defensive in certain interactions. Just be. Feel the peace come over you after doing so. Wow. Taking shelter, the answers are within. You're going to find that there's a true comfort when it comes to your home life. Even if your home life isn't perfect, you're going to remember or recognize why you desire certain changes within it or within your life in general. You're going to see a level of independence, but a level of connecting with others throughout the week that balances out perfectly. You will find that you just there's simplicity throughout the week as well, simplistic moments when you look at certain lights when at nighttime, or just maybe looking up at the moon, the stars, or just it reminds you of the beauty in certain small moments, okay? There could be definitely a focus on the temperature outside, whether it's cold, hot, if it's bouncing back and forth, you just maybe desiring more stability and more consistency in a lot of ways. And I feel like Mother Nature's reminding you that not all of which is in your control. Transformation, a fresh new way of living emerges. When this card came out, it was the one that I was sort of knocked out of the deck. I know you couldn't fully see it, but it did not feel dramatic. It didn't feel, maybe a hint of drama, but it didn't feel stressful. I felt a level of peace as they sort of were showing me this phoenix rising, if you will. Just feeling as if people are noticing that you are feeling less stressed in the midst of your transformation as your life transforms as well. Feeling as if things just are expected to work out, and you exuding that energy will shock somebody in your life. I literally was just showing somebody going like this, like expecting you to stress over it, or expecting you to be overly anxious, or just to not be as peaceful with how things are moving and developing. And you're just being reminded that this is the way you should embrace certain transformations, changes, and your own individual transformation moving forward. Beautiful. Let's continue. An underlining focus on love, on a specific somebody that truly cares about you, all right? Or the fact that you're attracting in a new level of love as your world changes for the better. We're pulling once again from the Tattoo Tarot deck to further speak upon your week. They're saying when you don't feel like making eye contact at certain points of the week, don't stress it, okay? A level of disappointment coming to be. You could be feeling a bit emotional at random points in the week. I don't feel like it's fully because of what you're going through, or rather what you went through. It could just be a random moment of emotion or disappointment, and then you just learn from it, grow from it, and move on. You also impress yourself with that. Being pushed to recognize that you very much desire a new start, a fresh beginning. And to hop on that chariot, as they're saying, be this Knight of Cups and just move towards it. When you feel emotional, there's going to be a specific somebody who will swoop in to comfort you, even if it fully doesn't help, okay? Think of it, you know, it's the feeling behind it, the motivation, the effort that counts, okay? At least to an extent. Interesting, they were saying chariot, and we have this at the bottom. You're going to feel overly serious at certain points of the week, but it's because you've been through a lot. It's because you're a bit depleted because of the ups and downs, lefts and rights in your life, even throughout the week. But you just feel this level of peace throughout the week coming over you and surrounding you, to the point where you don't feel the need to overly force it or over exude. You could be dealing with a noisy environment and not feeling, again, overly stressed because of it for one reason or another. Feeling like the King of Swords. Also getting a level of advice at certain points in the week and it feeling a bit overwhelming, or just something you're used to an extent, but then being reminded by Spirit that you have the knowledge and wisdom within you from what you've been through to make the best moving forward, to overcome obstacles, and again, to put that sword away and be the best damn version of yourself. The Moon card talking about how certain realizations, or even what you're going through, you're surprising oneself once again in a lot of ways this week by not being quite open as to what you're going through, what you're realizing. Maybe to keep things simplistic, or just not to have those, they're saying compliments, or those complications rolling on in, right? The advice, or just people's 2 cents. Totally understandable. With the 5 of Pentacles, you're definitely either stressing over money at certain points in the week, or just it doesn't feel very heavy in that sense, or you could just feel like you don't fit in, okay? They're saying more so on that side. But all the meanwhile, you're just going to feel as if there's a focus on what you need to release, including that situation where you don't fit in, okay? It's okay to take a step back and rest when you need to. Your health is a must at this point, and allow yourself to move forward and recognize that you need to believe in the magic of oneself, what you can create and develop, and the abundance that's meant to surround you and exude from you moving forward, okay? It's a week where you're surrounded by a lot of love, helping hands, but it's a transformative week where the peace, excuse me, just simply takes over in more than one way, all right? So let's answer your question. For Capricorn, you're saying sit back and relax. You're getting an answer of no as it picks up speed. So I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Go have yourself an amazing week, and I'll definitely see you next time. Bye, Capricorn.